What's going on YouTube? Cap24 coming back with another Madden 19 video. And today we're going to jump into the gun bunch tight end formation out of the Miami Dolphins playbook. The reason why we're doing that was getting back to what we have done in the past, where a couple times a week we're going to give you some plays that are what we're breaking down on our website as a couple little bit of a example of what we have in our ebooks. And then at the end of the week, we always have the formation scheme available for purchase if you're interested in learning that formation a little bit more. Or if you're part of our VIP package where you have a subscription rate, you get all the content all year long that we do. So this is something that each week we give you a 15 to 20 play formation scheme and be able to really just build your offense as you go throughout the year. So we're doing this gun bunch tight end. Like I said, it's out of the Dolphins, and I really like this formation that we had, and we broke it down last year in Seattle. But this particular book actually has a few plays Seattle didn't, and it's something that we're going to highlight, obviously, in our ebook. Today, we're going to look at inside switch, okay? And this is a play that I'm really being fond of because it has a lot of quick hitting potential. When you go and are playing Madden 19, I'm sure you're noticing that the block sheds have definitely been ramped up a little bit. So being able to get the ball out of your hand quickly is definitely a plus. It gets people to, think twice about setting blitzes, and just gives you the opportunity to move the ball at will down the field. And this is kind of an example of some of the stuff that we're putting out on our website to give you that opportunity to really get a nice quick throwing scheme going on. So let's go take a look at it. So this play design was originally made to attack cover 2, but it does do a great job of doubling up against cover 3 cloud flats, cover 4 cloud flats, cover 3 curl flats, all the exact same way. There's a little bit of a wrinkle if somebody goes and does cover 3 hard flats. We do have to adjust our reads, and we're going to show you that in the video as well. So let's get cover 2 cloud flats out there and make sure that you see why we do what we do. I'm going to put them on baseline first, and then I'm going to show you a second example without baseline so you know that it works on both type of setups. And what we're going to do is we're going to block our running back, and then we're going to put this X on and in, and we're going to motion this Y to the right. When the Y motions to the right, we want to hike it at the numbers to be in the perfect spot where we want them to be. And what he's going to do is he's going to turn around and just basically wait for the ball. And you're going to have a great opportunity to throw it to him right there, catch the ball, and get up the field for about 8 or 9 yard gain. Let me show you why it works first and really why we designed it. The reason is obviously the route is special. It goes outside and breaks back towards the quarterback, right? So he just sits there. We have a corner route that I like to call an umbrella route, which basically goes and gives him the ability to sit underneath it, waiting for the ball here while we drive back that cloud flat. Once you catch it right around the 5 yard mark, you're going to get up the field and get your additional yards. It's really going to be something that's going to be an effective way of keeping people from blitzing you because it's a quick bang bang play. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reset this and I'm going to make it to where they're not in baseline just so you can see that it's not going to make a difference. We're going to block our running back. We're going to put the X on and in, move this guy over, hike it when we hit the numbers. And then what you're going to see here is that the guy's going to turn around. The guy's going to continue to go backwards, catch the ball at the 5 yard mark, and get your few more yards. I'm going to take 5-7 yards all the way down the field if they give it to me. It's definitely something that they're going to have to make adjustments in order to stop that route. Now let's go ahead and look at cover 3 and show you how it works with cover 3. We're going to start off with the cloud flats because that is definitely what we're hoping and intending for this play to go against. Again, what we're going to do here is put the X on and in. Block your running back, take this Y, move him over, hike it at the numbers, and you're going to see that you can have that same success with that guy getting driven back. He goes ahead, you throw it to him right there, catches his 5 yards, and you're going to get about 1 or 2 more. It's usually a lot less as far as run after catch against cover 3, just because of the way that the angle of the guy comes at you. You're going to just have a little bit more closing space by that player. Now, let's go ahead and look at cover 3 to where if they leave them in those purple curl flats. It's something that is probably going to be a little bit more used this year than in years past, just because it has a little bit different principles to them. So once people realize that it does match a little bit, they may use it a little bit more. So I want to make sure that you know what you're doing here. So we're going to do the same setup, and you're going to notice with that same curl flat, you're going to have that success where you hike it at that place. The guy's going to stay off the player. You're still going to throw it to him, and you're going to get around your 5 yards. That time we got a little bit of a bad animation where he jumped back into the ball, but you're going to notice that if I run it again here, you're going to get that success. It was just kind of an unfortunate animation that we got, but we're going to do it again. I want to make sure that you see that you should be able to get 5 yards a pop no matter what coverage you get when you throw this ball. So now let's go ahead and look at cover 3 hard flats. And this is the one defense that you have to make a read on. Every other defense, you know that that player is going to get open naturally. So you really just have to wait for everybody to back off. On this one, what you're going to notice is that you want to read that strong safety, which is the one on the top right. As he comes down, you're looking at his body and saying, does he ever turn his shoulders to level off? If he turns his shoulders and starts going towards the sidelines, you know it's a cloud flat or a curl flat. If he does not ever do that motion, he just continues to go all the way down the field, and right about the 5 yard mark from you, you're going to know that he's going to be committed to being a hard flat. You want to hit this A receiver on its break on a low ball pass. Let me show you here. You're going to see that player. I'm going to know right here that it's hard flats. I'm going to throw that ball right there on a low ball pass, okay? Now, low ball pass, all you're going to do is be hold on the left trigger, aim the left analog stick to the direction you want to throw it, and then you're just basically bulleting it to the A icon in this situation. So let me show you on instant replay why I knew that it was hard flats and what I'm looking for. On this player right here, he's coming down, he's coming down, he's coming down. If he was to turn his shoulders and go towards the sidelines, then you knew that he would have been in cloud flats. But because he continued to go all the way down there, I knew, and you can see when I started throwing it, at this point right here, I'm waiting, and I see he's about 5 yards away. I say, okay, he never leveled off. I know that I have to throw this ball on the break, okay? So you see that, and you're going to be able to throw it to him. Now, you can see I low ball passed it and caught it there. Now, the one thing I want to make sure that I also mention as part of my read is who is the user player. If the user player is the middle linebacker on the right side, then you're going to know you're probably not going to want to test that user on this break. So when you see him in that, your eyes should now go to this player over here. Actually, I got the side here. This player right here on the in pattern. You're going to see that he's going to get wide open in the middle because this flat route pulls that vertical hook to the outside, and you're going to be able to hit that player in the middle. So it's a 1-2 read at this point, whoever the user is. So if you see that hard flat comes down and you know that you've got an opportunity to throw it on the break, see the user's on the right, then you want to throw it to the left player. If the user was the player on the left, then you're going to proceed with that throw. So let me just show you real quick, just to make sure that you know what your options are here. So here we go again. We're going to target the X receiver just so you know what we're looking for. And you're going to see that we're pretending that the user player is on the A. We're looking to the right. It's hard flats. Now we're just throwing it to this player, right? So it's kind of a 1-2 punch that you're keeping your eyes on who the user is and what the coverage is, and you need to be able to make that the distinction of who you're going to be able to throw it to. So this is kind of a play that I wanted to just kind of break down from a high-level type of setup that we're going to give you really easy reads for the majority of the coverages. If somebody's sitting in cover 2, you're going to get 5, 7 to 8 yards pretty easily every single time on that. You're going to be able to force them out. You know, if the way I love to play, Madden is kind of dink dunk, take it a shot over the top. You got to get the opportunity to depict what the defense is doing by finding these quick hitting, quick throws in your arsenal. And that's a lot of the stuff that we're looking at this year, is really to give you a nice variety of that type of stuff to give you the ability to move the ball down the field. And then once you get in the red zone, give you red zone solutions, and also have the ability to get the one-play scores when it calls for it. So we hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Tune in tomorrow and on Friday for more videos out of this formation, and stay tuned for the final formation scheme on Friday when we have that released at our website. I want to say thank you for everybody that has watched this video all the way to the end. We do appreciate your support. If you got something useful out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It does really help us grow our channel. If you're new to our channel and haven't seen one of the videos that are on your screen right now, go ahead and check it out for some great Madden content. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.